Give a huge round of applause for Dhananjay sir.
Thank you. Woo! Hi, good morning everyone. How many of you are Web3 influencer? No one? No one? Give a round of applause for yourself. You are sane. I'll start my talk. My name is Dhananjay Kumar. I'll start my talk with Mexican clap. If you don't know what is Mexican clap, it is a kind of clap where we start from this side. So this person will clap, next person, we keep clapping. Where it started, okay? So start from this side, please. Clap. Thank you. And this clap was for the amazing organizing team. You have no idea how much work go behind that. It's not like one day Sachita and Mr. Misa is standing here and kind of cracking joke to you. It's a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of emotion. They don't get paid for that. And they make sure that amazing speakers, Google Developer Experts come here and teach you. No one can teach you in 30 minutes. People can only inspire you in 30 minutes. You agree with that? And so this round of applause was for them. Now let's start with JavaScript. Why you should learn JavaScript? Anyone? Why you should learn JavaScript? Yes, sir. Yeah, next is the person in the back. Yeah, 2 boys and girls. We are coming to you. Be prepared. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
JavaScript has lots of libraries and frameworks.
Wrong answer. Next question. Next is the last. Give them who are just talking there. Yes. Why we should learn JavaScript? Yeah, give to any random person. Yes. Give to any random person. Why we should learn JavaScript? Come on, girls, speak up. यार इतना टाइम लोगी तो बारात लौट जाएगा. बोलो जल्दी बोलो.
Actually, I don't have a valid answer right now.
You don't have any valid answer.
Yeah.
Good, you should be a politician. Alright, because इतना टाइम लेने के बाद I don't have a valid answer. Okay, I'll give you answer of that. Why we should learn JavaScript, and the reason behind that is because it is the most popular programming language. Does not matter what your teacher tells you, doesn't matter what your senior tells you, doesn't matter what you read in a blog written by someone who have never done coding in their life, that which language you should learn. It's as simple as that. Why you should learn JavaScript? Because JavaScript is most popular language. And why it is most popular language is very important. Now things are getting serious in the back. JavaScript is most popular language because JavaScript is only language which can run everywhere. JavaScript can run on a data server, on a data center, it can run on a data server, it can run in your browsers, it can run on your phone, it can run on your devices. Washing machine, fridge, and those are smart devices. And it doesn't stop here. It runs on your mind too. And this is not a joke. So the Elon Musk who is coming up with some chip which he can inject in your mind, the language they are using for that is JavaScript. So that was a serious answer. And non-serious answer is that it is so complex that once you start learning it, it will always on your mind. So that's what JavaScript is. Now, someone here, your answer was partially correct, that JavaScript we should learn because it has a lot of libraries, like React. It has many libraries like React and one framework called Angular. Okay, I understand you don't get the joke. You pay price of being super intelligent. All right, no problem. Now I ask you one question. You are from Indore. Rahat Indori is one of the popular poets from your town. Give a round of applause for Rahat Indori, please. Now, if you want to be a poet, and this question is very serious, if you want to be a poet, like Hindi poet, can you become Hindi poet if you do not know Hindi grammar? No. If you want to be an author in English, can you become an author in English if you do not know English grammar? You cannot. In the same way, ask yourself this question, that can you become expert of Angular, React, Vue, whatever, without having a basic decent understanding of JavaScript? Because all they are made in JavaScript. Understand this, your browser does not care about Angular, React, Vue. Because your browser does not understand what is Angular, React, Vue. Your browser only understands JavaScript, CSS and HTML. It's as simple as that. Gita ka saar gyan yahi hai. Does not matter how much two-way data binding and reactive forms and virtual DOM, shadow DOM, whatever you do, that has to be converted to something JavaScript or HTML or CSS. Because your browser only understands that. So if you really want to be a good framework developer, doesn't matter which framework you choose, React, Angular, you got to know JavaScript. And today, in next 30 minutes, I'll try my level best to make you understand JavaScript. Alright, so my name is Dhananjay Kumar, and my slide, yeah. So, JavaScript for everyone. Okay, whoever answered this question, you see those console.log? I'll give you a free ticket of NG India. 5,000 rupees ticket. Try that. मेरे को नहीं देखना है, स्क्रीन को देखना है. Ask yourself, do you know answer of that question? Yes.
इसमें कंसोल पे आउटपुट प्रिंट करने के लिए यूज होता है ये.
नहीं, वो तो होता ही है. वो दिस आउटपुट क्या होगा वो क्वेश्चन है.
इसका आउटपुट क्या होगा?
हाँ.
जस्ट गिव मी 5 minutes.
Okay. Alright. चलो ये थोड़ा टफ था. On the purpose I put it. इसका तो बता दो. रामधारी सिंह दिनकर का एक लाइन है, जब तक सस्ते कीमत पर बिकती रही कुर्बानी, तब तक हमको घर घर मिलते रहे बलिदान. Until popularity is cheap, everyone is popular. You should give a round of applause for that. Until success is cheap, everyone is success. And we live in a world where no one wants to be successful, everyone wants to be popular. And that's why you spend a lot of time on social media. If social media was a parameter of success, no social media influencer would have committed suicide for lack of money. It's as simple as that. The society we belong to, money is one parameter of success. Unless and until you are not Mahatma Buddha or Mahavir Jain. Right? So anyone knows output of this? Ask yourself, you don't have to answer me. In the back. दिखाई दे रहा है? ओके. अगर आप नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा, अगर आपने उसका आंसर नहीं बताया, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू कंटिन्यू माई टॉक. दैट मीन्स दिस क्राउड इज टू बेसिक एंड दैट्स देन वेस्ट ऑफ माई टाइम. ऑलराइट, सो प्लीज पुश योर लेवल हार्ड टू टेल मी आंसर ऑफ नेक्स्ट स्लाइड एंड एवरीवन हैज टू शाउट द आंसर. यू डोंट हैव टू रेज इफ यू नो द आंसर. You know this answer? You know this answer? Anyone who doesn't know? Anyone who doesn't know? तुम्हारी जिंदगी बेकार है भाई. क्योंकि तुमको पिछले बारे भी स्लाइड का आंसर नहीं पता था, इसका भी नहीं पता. कर क्या रहे हो जिंदगी में? दोनों में से. Now this song is very popular song. All of us right now, currently this is Thora Teri Aankhon Pe Mar Gaya, Baaton Pe Mar Gaya and all that. So what I did, I tried to bring the whole JavaScript in this song. And I hope I am able to convey that message to you. So replace that, so we have that song here, replace that with JavaScript. And just read it out. Everyone has to read it out louder. जो भी आपके स्क्रीन पे आएगा. Can you do that for me? The whole JavaScript almost lies in these 4 concepts. Hoisting, closures, promises, because in React and everywhere you have to do asynchronous call, and prototypes. If you understand these 4 concepts, JavaScript is very, very easy for you. Now I see there are many young students here, so I'm going to give you a path that how you should start learning JavaScript. You can start learning JavaScript like this. So these are the concepts which you need to learn in JavaScript: hoisting, functions, objects, promises, array methods, and DOM manipulation. So you can divide whole JavaScript into these 6 categories: functions, objects, hoisting, promises, array methods, and DOM manipulation. Now when you go inside function, every programming language has function, right? So when you go inside JavaScript function, these are the subtopics you have to learn. You need to learn the types of functions. You have to learn what is this inside a function, closures, higher order functions, arrow functions, and rest arguments and default parameters inside a function. And trust me, even if you give like 4 hours to these 6 box, 24 hours and your function you are ready with the function. Okay? Same goes with objects. I'll just go it fast. Same goes with async promises, iterator, generator, async await. Same goes with array methods. Then something with an object, something with a function. And now here it is getting boring, right? You might be thinking that, hey, आके बड़ी-बड़ी बातें तो कर गया, गाने पे हमें हंसवा भी दिया, ताली भी बजवा लिया. But in reality, my friend, talking is cheap, show me the code. So what I'm going to do, I have around 20 minutes here. I'm going to take some of the topics of JavaScript. I'll take some of the topics of JavaScript and try to explain that to you. Few things which you need to keep in mind, that I'm not going to pick any easy topic. The topic which I am going to teach you doesn't matter whether they have 10 years of experience or 15 years of experience, they are still confused with that topic. So I'm going to pick that, and my job here is to make sure that you understand it, and you understand it very well. Okay? So here what I'm going to do, I have written here. So this is my JavaScript running on server, which is Node.js. And just to, और मैं आप लोगों में से किसी को भी randomly पूछ सकता हूं कि आपको समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं. So you got to raise your hand and ask me. I am not a speaker, I am a teacher. So you have to be very attentive. I want you to go and buy your own t-shirt of Diesel and Tommy. You should not be here for a t-shirt. जिसमें गूगल की ब्रांडिंग करते घूम रहे हो. सॉरी, रिकॉर्ड मत करना. Okay? So please be attentive. As I told you, I'm not going to teach you anything basic thinking that you are a student. I'm going to teach you things which I teach to professionals, not here only in India, everywhere. And my job is that it is a testing for you too, कि आपका mind उसको react कर रहा है या नहीं. ठीक है? तो अपने आप को push करो. अपने बगल में जो आपके बेस्ट फ्रेंड, बॉयफ्रेंड, गर्लफ्रेंड बैठे हैं, उनसे तुम 2 घंटे बाद भी बात कर सकते हो. है ना? एक मेरे को गुस्से में देख रहा है. Sorry. We are on the same boat, bro. Don't worry. Okay. So here, आप लोगों में से कितने लोगों ने C++ किया है? एक बार हाथ उठाइएगा. ऑलमोस्ट आप लोग सबने किया है C++. C++ में एक वर्ड होता है THIS, दिस ऑब्जेक्ट. और C++ में दिस ऑब्जेक्ट किसको बोलते हैं? करंट ऑब्जेक्ट को बोलते हैं. So if you go for interview of C++, they ask you what is this object. Your answer is that this represents the current object, right? Everyone agree with that? JavaScript में this object कैसे काम करता है हम उसको पढ़ने जा रहे हैं in next 10 minutes. Everyone be attentive. So JavaScript does not have class, and that is something that should be a news to you. Now we have a class starting year 6, but like for this discussion, let us keep that JavaScript does not have a class. अब आपके पास I can speak little bit of Hindi, right? क्योंकि मैं उतना इंग्लिश बोलता हूँ जितना से मुझे पैसे मिले, उससे ज्यादा नहीं बोलता मैं. वो मेरा पूरा फेस ना दुख जाता है बोलते बोलते. हिंदी में is okay. So Hindi is fine, everyone, right? Okay. So you learned in C++, in engineering, in MCA that this represents current object. And to create an object, you need a class. And I am telling you that JavaScript does not have class. Then how this works in JavaScript? Very important. If you are able to learn it, you would able to pass many interviews of JavaScript. They are going to ask you. So here, learning number 1, in JavaScript, every function has this object. Class does not have, object doesn't have this. Every function has a this object. So let's say here I created a function called product. And this function takes title and price. And I say this dot title equal to title. And this dot price equal to price. JavaScript में function इस तरह से बनता है. 2 parameters मैंने किए हैं. And let's say that if I'm taking your interview, I'm saying that, hey, console.log this. This is an interview of very popular company. Very popular. I would not like to take their name because I take interview for them. Now this code which is in front of you, if I give you this code and ask you कि भैया उसका आउटपुट क्या होगा लाइन नंबर 8 का, ठीक है? अगर मैं आपसे पूछता हूं कि लाइन नंबर 8 का आउटपुट क्या होगा, जैसे ही आपने उसका आंसर करना मुझे स्टार्ट कर दिया, कुछ भी आंसर, you are out. Because in this world, no one can say what would be the output of line number 8, because if you want, note it down. Because in JavaScript, value of this inside a function does not depend on how that function is created. It depends on how you are calling that function. I repeat, in JavaScript, value of this does not depend on how that function is created. It depends on how you are calling that function. And right now on the screen, in the back focus, like right now on the screen, you can see, I have not shown you code to call that function. I have not shown you code, sir, thoda sir. I have not shown you the code to call that function. Making sense? Okay. अभी दूसरा आप लिख लो कि जावास्क्रिप्ट में हम एक फंक्शन को 4 तरीके से कॉल कर सकते हैं. एक फंक्शन को हम 4 तरीके से कॉल कर सकते हैं. मैं लिंक्डइन पे जब पोस्ट देखता हूं कि जावास्क्रिप्ट इज कूल, अ फंक्शन कैन बी कॉल्ड इन 4 ways, you choose in which way you want to call a function. अब मैं जब उस तरह के पोस्ट देखता हूं तो मुझे दुख नहीं होता. मुझे तब दुख होता है जब उस पोस्ट के 1000 लाइक्स होते हैं. It is the way, like, you know, धीरे धीरे कैसे religion को एकदम narrow कर दिया गया. Now people have a very wrong notion of religion in their mind. In the same way, those people are making this my JavaScript, your JavaScript wrong. It's not the 4 way of calling a function your choice. All 4 ways of calling a function has a purpose. आपके choice पे नहीं है, आपके पापा ने नहीं बनाया उसको. डगलस क्रटफर्ड ने बनाया है. आप जब 4 तरीके से एक तरीका चूज करोगे फंक्शन को कॉल करने का, उस पे दिस की वैल्यू डिपेंड करेगी. Am I making sense here? So it's not your choice, it's you have to find out कि this की value, you have to find out कि this की value आपको क्या चाहिए. तो अभी आप देखना, मैं function को लिया हूं और मैं यहाँ function को call करता हूं, let's say var a equal to product, and note it down, okay, if you are really serious. Pain in 20. So अभी जो मैं बोलने जा रहा हूं उसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं विरोधाभास और अंग्रेजी में बोलते हैं कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी स्टेटमेंट. मैंने क्या बोला कि प्रोडक्ट क्या है, एक फंक्शन है. अभी मैं नेक्स्ट लाइन आपको बोलूंगा कि मैं लाइन नंबर 11 में एक फंक्शन को एज ए फंक्शन कॉल कर रहा हूं. तो आप बोलेंगे भैया प्रोडक्ट फंक्शन है तो उसको एज ए फंक्शन ही कॉल करोगे ना, उसको किसी अलग तरीके से कैसे कॉल करोगे? But this is where beauty of JavaScript lies. So when I call a function as a function, can you see? I'm calling that product function as a function. That is called function invocation pattern, FIP. When I'm calling a function as a function, that is called function invocation pattern, FIP. And in that, value of this is global object. देखो उसने प्राइस और उसकी वैल्यू किस में ऐड कर दी है? ग्लोबल ऑब्जेक्ट में. सो इन FIP वैल्यू ऑफ दिस इज global object. Now what is global object? Right now I am running in Node.js, then global object is the global object of Node.js. If I take this to browser, और अगर मैं ब्राउजर में इसको रन करके आपको दिखाऊं, then you see that global object is window. Yeah, that global object is window. So in browser that global object is window. In Node.js that global object is the global object of Node.js. So whenever you call a function as a function, that is called function invocation pattern, and value of this is global object. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2 is I can take this, let me comment, and then I can call this using new. Now you may have a question that in C++ and other programming languages we call that class with new to create an object. But if you go a step back, there also you recall that actually even if you do var p equal to new class name, actually the constructor of that class is getting executed, which constructs object for you. If you don't have a constructor, then every class has a default constructor. Otherwise, if you have put a constructor, then that constructor you have to pass. So here when you call a function using new, you are actually calling that function as a constructor. And that is called constructor invocation pattern. And in that, value of this is newly created object. So when you call a function using new, JavaScript creates an object for you, and that newly created object is value of this. So here, if I run that again, you see? So second way of calling a function, when you apply new to that, that is called constructor invocation pattern. And in constructor invocation pattern, value of this is always newly created object. Clear? अभी अगर आप C++ बैकग्राउंड से आ रहे हैं तो आपने इस तरह का कोड देखा होगा. Let us say I have this var foo, and inside that I have one name. Let's say name is foo, and then it has a function called display. And in this function I'm saying console.log this. So in C++ also, the function which is part of a class, you call that method. You call that method. So here I have created a function display which is part of an object. Since we don't have class here, so we'll call this display as a method. We'll call this display as a method. And now if I need to call that, if I need to call that display, what I'll do, I'll say var a equal to foo.display. So when I say foo.display, you see it is showing me that foo object. So when you call a function like this, which is part of an object, that function becomes method, and this is called MIP, method invocation pattern. And always value of this is the object before dot. So what is the object before dot? Foo. So that foo becomes value of this. Function invocation pattern, global object. Constructor invocation pattern, newly created object. Method invocation pattern, the object which is before dot. Pretty simple. ये बहुत ही बड़े बड़े वर्ड हैं, FIP, CIP, MIP, इंडस्ट्री घूम रही है इस पे. Alright? Now, अगर आप एक step back जाओगे, समझोगे, and I give benefit of doubt to each one of you that you are smart people and you are understanding everything. कि FIP, MIP और CIP में एक प्रॉब्लम है. प्रॉब्लम यह है कि मैं एज अ डेवलपर दिस की वैल्यू नहीं कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूं. जावास्क्रिप्ट मुझे दिस की वैल्यू दे रहा है. अगर मैं FIP कर रहा हूं तो बोल रहा है ग्लोबल ऑब्जेक्ट, अगर मैं CIP कर रहा हूं तो बोल रहा है न्यूली क्रिएटेड ऑब्जेक्ट, और अगर मैं MIP कर रहा हूं तो ऑब्जेक्ट बिफोर डॉट. Because let's say that if I have a dog, I have one object here called var dog, and this object has name dog and age 10. Now let's say that I want to pass this dog object as the value of this in display. So if I do this dog.display, of course JavaScript complains about that. It tells me that, hey, it doesn't know, like dog doesn't have display method. Making sense? So here, let's say that we have a requirement. Requirement is that in this product function, we want to pass this dog object as value of this manually. So what we'll do, we'll say var a equal to product dot. You have three options, A, B, C. A, B, C. A for apply, B for bind, and C for call. So I'll say that, hey, product dot call, and when you use A or C or B, the first parameter which you pass becomes value of this inside that function. So here I can say, hey, dog. So what I'm doing, I'm just calling this product using call. And here you see that dog has become a value of, dog has become the value of this inside that. And if I pass extra parameters, which are title and price, so I can say, let's say title is Dhananjay and price is 200. So you see that this is to the dog object. You can use apply as well. In that case, you have to pass the extra parameter in an array. Everything would be same, that extra parameter should be in array. So A for apply, A for array, C for call, C for comma. So when you call a function like this is called IIP, indirect invocation pattern. And in indirect invocation pattern, you are allowed to pass value of this manually. Okay? So let me do one thing. I guess my internet is, if I connect to my internet and show you something. And be with me. So here, okay, so I'm connected to internet. Here I'm saying you do not know JavaScript. I hope my internet works. Images. And if in this image I can show you, if you see this image, and if you can read that, can you see यहाँ पे कुछ लिखा हुआ है, this and object prototypes? THIS, can you see that here? This and object prototypes. Now why I am showing you that photo? What I taught you in next 15 minutes, in last 15 minutes, there is a book on that. और उस book का नाम है You Do Not Know JavaScript. And that is the most popular JavaScript book in the world for serious JavaScript people, not the one who goes and learn on YouTube. Sometimes what happens that and can I do a little bit of my self-praise? With your permission, sir and ma'am? Okay. Sometimes your teacher is so good that he or she explains your complex topic in such a way that you feel कि अरे यार ये तो बड़ा आसान था. Agree? तभी हम अपने कॉलेज में ही बोलते हैं कि ये टीचर अच्छा है, ये टीचर अच्छा नहीं है. Because a teacher makes a subject complex or not complex. Now, what I taught you in last few minutes, this is one of the most popular topic of JavaScript. Ask any senior, like any of your friend, brother, sister who are working on JavaScript world. They would be confused to give you value of this. Now, you only need to remember 4 things. Let me go to my slide again. And ये slide साथ में करेंगे, ठीक है? So here, यहाँ से start करते हैं फिर से. यार मेरे क्लाइंट का नाम तुम लोगों ने पढ़ा तो नहीं ना? Okay, so in JavaScript every function has its own this object. Agree? अच्छा, अभी मैं क्या करने वाला हूं? I'll not speak anything. I'll just move through slide. If you have question, you'll ask me. अगर हमने वो डेमो सही से किया होगा, आपके पास क्वेश्चन नहीं होना चाहिए स्लाइड के ऊपर. And once slide is ready, I'll ask you question. In JavaScript, the value of this is determined by how the function is called, not the how the function is created. Agree? And ये बड़ी fancy slide है, क्योंकि जब आप बहुत हाई-फाई जगह जाओगे, they'll tell you, hey, yeah, can you tell me what are the invocation patterns in JavaScript? Can you tell me what are the invocation patterns in JavaScript? मेरे जैसा बिहारी आदमी वही फेल हो जाता है. Actually, that person is asking you that what are the ways to call a function in JavaScript. And what are the invocation patterns? Function invocation pattern, constructor invocation pattern, method invocation pattern, and indirect invocation pattern. So here, these are the 4 invocation patterns. There are 4 invocation patterns. There are 4 ways a function can be called. There are 4 ways a function can be called, and there are 4 ways. The 4 ways value of this can be calculated inside a function. All of you agree with that? You just learned that? Okay. So in function invocation pattern, function is called as a function, and value of this is global object. Agree? I'll go fast क्योंकि मुझे दूसरा टॉपिक भी करना है. Agree? Sorry, constructor invocation pattern using new, so you know all this. So एक बार मैं क्या करने जा रहा हूं कि ये आप लोगों को मैं स्लाइड में दे दूंगा. Can we together speak out such that it's always in our memory? मैं जो बोलूंगा आपको पीछे से वो बोलना है, ठीक है? Function invocation pattern equal to global object. Constructor invocation pattern equal to newly created object. Method invocation pattern equal to object before dot. And last should be louder. Indirect invocation pattern equal to manually passing the object. Great. But there's a catch. Drishyam 2. मैं नहीं चाहता हूं कि कल आप किसी इंटरव्यू में जाएं और आप बोले, और मैं यहाँ से चला जाऊँ और आप बोले यार वो टकला है, क्या क्या गलत पढ़ा के चला गया यार. स्टेज पे हीरो तो बहुत बन रहा था, मैंने तो वही आंसर दिया, MIP CIP, उसने मुझे फेल कर दिया. या और फिर लिंक्डइन में कोई गुस्सा में मेरे को मैसेज लिखेगा, ज्यादा हीरो मत बन, देख लूंगा तुमको. तो दैट कैच बताना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ओके, हम शुरू से बात कर रहे हैं कि दिस की वैल्यू किस पे डिपेंड करती है, कि फंक्शन किस तरह से कॉल हो रहा है. इस पे डिपेंड नहीं करता है कि फंक्शन कैसे क्रिएट हुआ है. वी हैव बीन टॉकिंग दैट सिंस बिगिनिंग. हाउएवर, देयर इज वन कैच दैट इफ यू क्रिएट अ फंक्शन, सो इन जावास्क्रिप्ट अ फंक्शन कैन बी क्रिएटेड इन 4 वेज. जैसे एक फंक्शन को आप 4 तरीके से कॉल करते हो, एक फंक्शन को आप 4 तरीके से क्रिएट भी कर सकते हो. उसमें जो तीसरा वाला ऑप्शन है एरो फंक्शन, जो थर्ड ऑप्शन है एरो फंक्शन, उसमें दिस की वैल्यू नहीं होती है। तो जब भी अगर आपने एरो फंक्शन बनाया है तो मैंने जितना ज्ञान आपको दिया है वो उस पर अप्लाई नहीं होगा। लेट्स सी दैट इन डेमो। So let's change same this product to an arrow function. So I'll say that, hey, where product equal to function, ठीक है, and let's call that function normally. So here I have changed. If you write function, if you write like this is called arrow function. Okay. So अभी देखो ये क्या बोलता है मुझे function, यहाँ function नहीं लिखना पड़ेगा, right? Okay. So now let's see that what I get here output. अच्छा, ये वो उस फंक्शन का वो ये उस फंक्शन का दिस ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं है. इट हैज टेकन द दिस ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रॉम द कॉन्टेक्स्ट, फ्रॉम द global context. Okay, so if we try to print this empty object which is of the global object, so arrow function does not have this object. Arrow function always takes this object from the surrounding. It doesn't have its own this object. So that thing you need to keep in mind. 5 minutes more. Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah? Okay. So quickly what I will do, so we started from here. So you see that this hoisting, like this and hoisting is very simple. Hoisting मतलब कि एक variable का lifetime क्या है? Please go and learn that. If I would have more time, I would have taught you that. But hoisting is very important. Once you understand hoisting, you understand this object and everything. Then closures, please understand that even if you leave closure as of now, it's okay. But closure you need to know. Then you need to know promises. You definitely need to know promises. Promises क्या होता है उसको हम यूज करके अगर मैं बड़ी इजी लैंग्वेज में आपको बताऊं, आप लोग ने बहुत लोगों ने प्रॉमिस का नाम सुना होगा, राइट? अगर जावास्क्रिप्ट में नहीं तो बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड किसी से सुना है प्रॉमिस? जावास्क्रिप्ट का जो प्रॉमिस है वो बहुत पॉपुलर है इंटरव्यू में भी. लोग बोलते हैं प्रॉमिस को डिफाइन करो. मैं आई टेक दिस स्टेज एंड दिस अथॉरिटी टू डिफाइन प्रॉमिस इन 2 minutes. We'll not go into the demo of that, but at least it should get registered to your mind that if someone is asking me कि प्रॉमिस को डिफाइन करो तो मैं उसका आंसर उसको कैसे करूंगा. प्रॉमिस इज असिंक्रोनस, प्रॉमिस वो कीवर्ड नहीं यूज करेंगे, वो हमें घुमाएगा फिर उसके अराउंड. जावास्क्रिप्ट जो है वो कहां रन करता है? ब्राउजर में. और जो हमारा ब्राउजर होता है वो सिंगल थ्रेडेड होता है. कितने लोगों ने ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम पढ़ा है? गैल्विन का बुक, दैट रेड बुक. सो यू अंडरस्टैंड थ्रेड एंड प्रोसेस, राइट? एंड मल्टी थ्रेडिंग ऑल्सो यू अंडरस्टैंड. सो जावा, योर ब्राउजर इज सिंगल थ्रेडेड, मीन्स जावास्क्रिप्ट जो है वो हमेशा एक ही थ्रेड पे रन करता है. क्लियर? अब मान लो आपने एक फंक्शन लिखा, ये जो मेरा प्रोडक्ट फंक्शन था, उस प्रोडक्ट फंक्शन में मान लो मैं एक एपीआई को कॉल कर रहा हूं. अब वो जो एपीआई है वो 5 मिनट ले रहा है मुझे वैल्यू को रिटर्न करने में. तो चूंकि ये सिंगल थ्रेड पे कम करता है, बाय डिफॉल्ट क्या होगा, वो 5 मिनट वेट करेगा और जब वो वैल्यू आएगी तो आगे बढ़ेगा. बट दैट इज नॉट गुड बिकॉज इट मे टेक 5 minutes, 50 minutes, यू डोंट नो. देन हाउ टू सॉल्व इट? अब आप पिज्जा दुकान का, आप जब पिज्जा ऑर्डर करने जाते हो उसका एग्जांपल लो. व्हेन यू गो टू बाय पिज्जा, व्हाट यू डू? यू गो ऑन द काउंटर, यू ऑर्डर योर पिज्जा एंड दे गिव यू अ टोकन एंड यू टेक दैट टोकन एंड यू गो बैक टू योर टेबल एंड यू कीप वेटिंग. यू डोंट गो. अगर आप वेट करते रहते हो. अब क्या होता है कि जो पिज्जा वाले हैं वो आपको 3 तरह का रिस्पॉन्स दे सकते हैं. एक, वो बोलेंगे भैया आ जाओ, तुम्हारा रेडी है फूड, टेक इट. You are happy, he is happy, she is happy. Second is that, hey, I may take more time. और थर्ड कि आपने कोक बोला था, कोक अभी ओवर हो गया, आपको स्प्राइट लेना पड़ेगा. Let's call it failure of delivery. इसको आप एक फंक्शन पे मैप करो. फंक्शन में जब मैं एपीआई कॉल करूंगा तो जो प्रॉमिस है वो पिज्जा वाला बंदा है. ये मेरे को बोलेगा कि अच्छा आपको मैं प्रॉमिस करता हूं कि जो भी वैल्यू है वो मैं बताऊंगा आपको. यू कैरी ऑन. अब ये फ्यूचर में क्या करेगा, मुझे 2-3 तरह की वैल्यू बताएगा, एक्चुअली 2 तरह की वैल्यू बताएगा कि आपका डेटा आ गया या फेलियर हो गया. So this is what promise is. So promise is nothing but an object, like THIS is an object, promise is an object. You can say where A equal to new promise. और उसके अंदर 2 तरह के फंक्शन होते हैं, एक सक्सेस फंक्शन जिसको रिजॉल्व बोलते हैं, एक रिजेक्ट फंक्शन जिसको फेलियर बोलते हैं. So promise is very very important. And then prototypes. I wish I had time, पर आज नहीं तो फिर कभी, because people invite me to teach prototype and this मैंने आपको पढ़ाया है, and prototype is little bit confusing topic in JavaScript, so maybe in the future, and we have already talked about these learning paths and everything. All right, so we started here. Now how you can learn JavaScript? I recommend these books. You do not know JavaScript, ये 6 book का series है, and I don't know how I sound it, and I'm very serious here. You don't learn JavaScript on computer. You learn JavaScript as you learn mathematics on Notepad. If you really want to master this language, there's a reason why this is most popular language, and there's a reason. कभी आप लोगों ने सोचा है ये बात कि Angular और React क्यों पॉपुलर है इतना, या कोई भी JavaScript लाइब्रेरी इतना क्यों पॉपुलर है? सोचो. क्योंकि हम लोगों को JavaScript लिखने नहीं आता है. तो किसी ने क्या किया है, उसको सिंप्लीफाई कर दिया है, प्रॉमिस को, दिस को, और आपको उसने बना के दे दिया है. अगर आप एप्पल के इंटरव्यू में जाओगे, मैं कंपनी का नाम ले रहा हूं, आप एप्पल के इंटरव्यू में जाओगे, एंड वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड, हिज नेम इज राहत खन्ना, ही टोल्ड मी, ही वर्क्स फॉर एप्पल, कि उसने इंटरव्यू में पूछा कि आप किस फ्रेमवर्क पे काम करते हो, तो उसने बोला एंगुलर पे काम करता हूं. बोला वेरी गुड. एंगुलर में आपके फेवरेट फीचर्स क्या हैं? तो उसने बोला राउटिंग इज माय फेवरेट फीचर. बोला वेरी गुड. Now you have 4 hours. Can you implement routing in JavaScript? उसने कर दिया. एप्पल में है अभी, अब तो एप्पल के मेन क्वार्टर भी शिफ्ट कर गया. So someone is writing JavaScript for you because JavaScript is complex. So अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि आपको 10 में JavaScript कितना आता है, कभी भी 2 से ज्यादा मत बोलो, क्योंकि मैं भी अपने आप को 2.5 ही बोलूंगा मैक्सिमम. It's a huge language, and read that book called JavaScript Good Parts. This book is written by a person called Douglas Crockford, who is known as father of JavaScript. उसका एक वीडियो है उस पे YouTube पे, जस्ट डालना Douglas Crockford JavaScript. वो Facebook के इंजीनियर्स को JavaScript की ट्रेनिंग दे रहा है. So it's not those editing video जहाँ यहाँ से एक आ गया, यहाँ से ये आ गया. No. If I have to watch a stand-up comedy, I'll go and watch जाकिर खान. आपके लर्निंग वीडियो में मुझे कॉमेडी नहीं चाहिए, और अगर मैं कॉमेडी से लर्निंग कर रहा हूं तो मैं भी अपने लर्निंग के लिए सीरियस नहीं हूं. मुझे सीरियस चीज चाहिए यार. मुझे BMW पे घूमना है, मुझे अमेरिका घूमना है, मुझे यूरोप घूमना है, उसके लिए मुझे पैसे कमाने हैं. पैसे कमाने के लिए मुझे स्किल जनरेट करनी है, और स्किल जनरेट फन से नहीं होता है. लेट्स बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट अबाउट इट. अगर अभी मेरा टमी आउट है, अगर मेरे को 6 पैक बनाना है, तो उसके लिए मुझे काम करना होगा. यूट्यूब पे एक इन्फ्लुएंसर का वीडियो देख के वो नहीं होगा कम. जो कल मैं 56 दुकान गया था वहां नहीं जाना होगा. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the serious books. Learn JavaScript for Impress. So जब आप उसकी वीडियो देखोगे डगलस क्रॉफर्ड का, देखना, पॉज करना, लाइक 5 मिनट देखा, पॉज किया, वापस आके वन ऑफ दिस बुक उस टॉपिक को पढ़ा. So that 2 hours of video will go for like 20 days for you, and then you will see the fun. Anyway, now you may have a question that, okay, why we should trust this guy? Never trust your speaker. So, मैं टॉम क्रूज जैसा दिख रहा हूं, ये परसेप्शन है. आप लोग में से कोई बोलेगा अरे सर टॉम क्रूज नहीं, आप तो ब्रैड पिट जैसे दिख रहे हो. और कोई बोलेगा अरे नहीं, ये अनुपम खेर जैसा दिख रहा है बंदा. It is when it's your perception. Everyone could have different perception about me. I'm standing here, but I'm 5'10" inch tall. That's data. Even if you hate me, you cannot say that guy was 5'5" inch. You agree? Agree or not? So I'll give you some data point about myself that why you should trust me, and those are data point, not perception point. So my name is Dhananjay Kumar. I was an engineer. Now I'm doing teaching. I'm a winner of, like, there's a Microsoft MVP award, I have got that 12 times. It doesn't mean I'm very old, it means I got it when I was very young, first time. It was a joke. Then I'm a Google developer expert in Angular, and I do this NG India, which is an Angular conference, Angular specific conference. So if you are into Angular, you can talk to me regarding that. And this last slide is very, very important. And why I have brought this slide, आप उस दूसरे वाले फोटो को देखो, वहाँ JS Poland लिखा आ रहा है. So I was there 3 weeks back in the largest JavaScript conference of Europe called JS Poland. And I'm not making it up. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. पर ताली मारने वाली बात अब आएगी. I'm not, the message is very clear. मैंने जो आपको this वाला पढ़ाया है, वो कोई simple चीज नहीं पढ़ाया है. Same topic I taught there in front of 1,000 European JavaScript developers. Same example, same slides. So here you have learned something serious of JavaScript. It's not गया तो हो गया, अभी JavaScript में बहुत कुछ होगा, Python कर लेते हैं, and all. नहीं, Python भी अच्छा है, nothing wrong. So do then Python completely. Do then C++ completely. Whatever you are doing, do it completely. But yes, JavaScript is the most popular language, and due to my work, they gave me one award also, which you can see here, Hero of Community Award. So that was really good. My name is Dhananjay Kumar. You can search me on LinkedIn if you want to be get connected, or Twitter debug mode, DHANANJY, Dhananjay Kumar. And this last slide is very important, and then I'll leave. And best of luck to all of you. JavaScript is like a religion. People use it or misuse it the way they understand it. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Can I take a selfie with you? First, I'll take one. It's a big job, but excuse me, Bhaiya. Sajida, can you take our photo?
Sure.
See. Thank you. Just, if you want, you can stand.
Everybody stand up.
Please stand up. Thank you.
Stand up, please.
मैं बैठ जाता हूँ. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll take a video, give a hoot.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Best of luck.
Thank you so much, Dhananjay, for such an insightful session. As a token of appreciation, I request Mr. Tushar Pal, our GDG lead, to give ahead a memento to Mr. Dhananjay Kumar. Kindly come in the middle.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tushar, for inviting. Thank you, Tushar. Thank you.
Give it up for Mr. Dhananjay Kumar.